welcome to Two Fan Dinosaurs. I'm Siobhan, and this over there, right there, is Andrew, or Dr. Sinister. Hello.
Hello there.
Hello. Have you recovered from the Legacy of the Sea Devils commentary?
That was the most in-depth study we've done of any Doctor Who episode.
Which, to be fair, isn't
And
saying much.
I mean, no, I actually think it was pretty exhaustive, and I would defy anybody watching it to beat it, frankly.
Well, I'm not going to argue with it, am I? Face facts. We put a lot of effort into that. We really did. Just to show
I mean, it's the fact that we unusually watched it twice.
Well, that's it. I mean, we watched it first beforehand, so we could make some notes and sort of get the hang. And we never do that. We've never done it, but we did this time because it's so new. And
Well,
then we watched it
because
again, but this time live, and
it was just because it was such a landmark episode.
Yep.
Cutting edge in terms of storytelling and visual effects.
Well, you saw the state of me when I was watching. I was blown away, quite frankly.
I would strongly urge anyone watching this to go and find the episode and watch it for themselves. Our episode that we did.
Yeah, watch it over the top of Legend of the Sea Devils, because we make some. I don't like to blow my own trumpet, but I really think we made some really good, pertinent points.
Pertinent is the word I was going to use. Yeah. So, yes.
Sorry, we don't.
I think it was a stunning finale to the Silureathon. Don't
you see the thing? He threatened to electrocute me on the way up to Derby if I said yellow car.
Mm-hmm.
It's cruel. Anyway, now it's time for season 18. Shall we put some context to this?
It's the one after 17.
That's all you need to know. No, it's not. This is the season I became a fan of Doctor Who, and it sunk its claws into me and never left. I mean, I've always watched it as and I just started to discover the Target books. Doctor Who Weekly was out, and whilst there wasn't a huge amount for Series 17 in Doctor Who Weekly, Series 18, I switched to Doctor Who Monthly by then, and I was getting very excited. I remember 2 hours before it was due on, I played the canon version of Genesis of the Daleks on LP, and then I played BBC Space themes, both sides. It's a brilliant album. There's some amazing music on it, believe it or not. And then sat down thinking, here we go, Delia Derbyshire. Hooray! What the fuck? It was a bit of a
shock.
Yes, frankly.
Yes.
Indeed, at the end, when the middle eight kicks in, I almost had tears in my eyes because we haven't heard it since the last episode 6 of the Armageddon Factor. I didn't know that then, but I know it now. Now, Lala, I'm going to make this point now because we're probably... Actually, no, I don't need to. We'll do it on the actual show because there's plenty of time to do it.
This is the actual show.
Yeah. No, the Doctor Who show, Doctor Who and the Leisure Hive.
Are we watching Doctor Who?
Yes. Not Doctor Who Flux, Doctor Who.
Wow, I didn't know that.
I know. Took me back, I'll tell you when I got the memo.
Is it Wednesday yet?
Have you had jelly again for tea? Special jelly? With Smarties in it.
Are you my doctor?
Right, there we go. Now then, for the next 28 episodes of Two Fan Dinosaurs, well, 28 episodes we watch, so I'm guessing 14 episodes of Two Fan Dinosaurs, depends how it all comes together and whatever, I'm going to be constantly complaining that I can't hear it. As always,
no idea.
Copyright strikes, YouTube will just silence everything, and so I can't actually watch it with sound.
Can I ask a question?
By all means, please.
How does Seska Says get away with it?
She just does bits, doesn't she?
Yeah,
Bits are okay. Fair use.
quite long bits.
Sometimes. But she doesn't do the whole thing. All I know is that it just, with us, we get muted. So, no sound for Siobhan. Which is a shame because the soundtrack, I know the soundtrack to season 18 off by heart. Which it means I'm going to be making some inappropriate humming noises. Probably in the wrong place, except for Logopolis. Can't get me on Logopolis. Shall we do this then?
Okay.
Alright, we're on BritBox in the UK. We've clicked through the BBC logo and we are currently on 000000 with 23 minutes and 32 seconds of the show to go. Is that what you've got?
Checks out with me.
Wow. This, of course, is going to change. Alright then. Are you ready?
Okay.
3, 2, 1, go.
So,
What
do you think of the title sequence?
This is my favourite of the Starfield title sequences.
Okay. But if we roll up all the Starfields into one,
Right.
it's probably my least favourite opening sequence.
Okay, that's interesting.
It's just space. It's boring. There's
no. Yeah, but I mean, I will agree with that. But for the Starfield opening sequences, this is my favourite. It's still not a patch on Slitscan. And of course, new theme tune.
Right. And now we have an incredibly long opening tracking shot.
And the wind howls, apparently. Right, hang on a second. I'm going to defend this, because Lala Ward hates this. You listen to the commentary of the Leisure Hive, and she's going, what's he doing? Why? I disagree. Sorry, Lala, but I do. This episode particularly, but the Leisure Hive in general, is a very special Doctor Who story. It's not just another Doctor Who story. It is not even just another season opener. This is the start of a whole new era, a whole new look and sound for the programme. Why not start it off with something gentle and peaceful and a little bit artistic, which slowly shows the stamp. You've got Peter Howell's music gently coming in, and it'll move into "Oh, we do like."
I never said I had a problem with it.
Lala does, and my future wife needs to know she can't have. Plus, it's the first reveal of the Doctor's new costume, and it is a costume. It's not just clothes. And it's magnificent.
I think the best version of this version of the Doctor's costume is in this comic strip Junkyard Demon, where it looks bloody amazing.
Mike McMahon. And there's the new TARDIS. We've been told about it in Doctor Who weekly, monthly. Sloped, stacked roof. There it is. The Yardley Smith or Yardley Jones box. And there's a little doggy. And we've been told about K9 trying to get over the stones, being pulled along by wire, even though they've just come up with a whole new traction system for him.
It's a very iconic outfit for Romana.
Very much so. John Leeson is back as K9 as well.
Hurrah.
Yes, thank God. Now, this is a stupid thing to do.
Yeah, but this was a way of getting him out of the story, wasn't it?
Yeah, but in story, Romana, what the hell are you doing? He's a magical device. Apparently.
We should go to Brighton Beach one day.
It's got pebbles. I like sand beaches. But yes, I'm happy to go to Brighton. It's just down the road. And look at this. I should have worn my season 18 costume for this.
Should have worn my season 18 scarf.
Right, that's it. I'm making a rod for my own back here. Throughout season 18, I will wear the coat and the scarf and the hat, which is old and covered in fur and has a Sinister Incorporated badge on it.
Excellent.
I thought you'd appreciate that. Well, I can't get everything right. And he's still looking young.
Mm-hmm.
Right here, at the start of the Leisure Hive, he's looking young. Which is a bit odd, because Leisure Hive wasn't filmed first? I could be wrong. I'm happy to be wrong on that one.
He looks bloody old later on in the story, though.
Straight away, fan continuity. Second time he's missed the opening of the Brighton Pavilion. Come on. What was the first time?
I don't know. Talons of Wing Chiang? I don't know.
Horror of Fang Rock, I believe.
Okay.
And they've mentioned the Black Guardian. It's fan-pleasing stuff that we didn't really get. Peter Howell's having a whale of a time, and we're going to get one
She's
of the most...
so cute.
I know.
Lalla Ward is so cute.
I know. We're about to get the major stamp in the show of this is new. And here it comes.
And the Formazi is an anagram of what?
Beautiful music and a lovely arpeggio from Peter Howell, and Quantel being used. And we'd not seen something like this, well, since Hartnell's time, quite frankly. You look at the end of the Time Meddler, for example.
It's very Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, isn't it?
Oh, we'll talk more about that come Meglos. He's back to snoring again. Oh, why can't I hear this? And then
I can.
straight into the Leisure Hive shuttle, and bang! Here we go. The Argolans.
Yes,
If you
have a
note
look
those
at these
costumes, you
planets.
may see some more. Sorry, what did you say?
Nothing.
And another new thing, first time ever. Wait for it.
Is it
I'm
a
little early.
tracking shot
It's the
as the TARDIS is materialising?
Yep, that was never done before.
No.
And again, I believe that was Quantel based.
Correct. I like the vision thingy.
Peter Howell's having a whale of a time. He goes completely overboard with this, but this is how he found out what he could do and what he couldn't do, you know? Which is why his scores are slightly more simplistic in the future. But wait until we get to Warrior's Gate. That is not a simplistic score. It's Dickie Davis. We don't want any of your namby-pamby lawyering around here.
Non-gravity swimming pools.
Sounds very dangerous now I think about it.
How would you get to the surface?
Where is the surface?
Just be a bubble.
Yeah, it's a dead-end science, though. Those of us that have watched season 18 know I learned an awful lot of science from this year. I don't know how much of it is accurate. But I suppose that'll please Christopher H. Bidmead.
And how old were you?
About 12, I think.
I would have been about 9.
Like I said, I was just at the right age. And this grabbed me by both hands. It was modern, it was colourful. The music was beautiful, rather than... I've never been a great fan of Dudley Simpson's music because it's just a bit all over the place. Same, how we got this. Oh, there's the shuttle.
Don't we have the same shot repeated later on?
We do. We do. That's the BBC giving you value for money, boys and girls.
Lazy.
Yeah. Well, there's Morix. Lawrence Payne, I think, played Morix. He ended up playing Dastari in The Two Doctors as well. It's the helmet of Theron, everybody. Or this dreary bloody prop, as Tom called it.
So why do they have plant seeds on their heads?
Everyone should have a hobby. It's a good way of telling the time. If the seeds have opened up as you walk past somebody, it's not time. Weather.
They should have had little cutouts in the tops of the doors.
Ooh, nice thought. What a lovely voice this man would have if I could hear it.
Now, there's a massive spoiler here involving this man. It's not really him.
Yeah, but we don't find that out just yet, do we? So you've ruined it for everybody. Are you happy?
I know. 42-year-old TV program, and I've ruined it.
It's terrible. It's disgraceful. No, he's marvellous as Brocky.
It's a nice shot. That's a nice shot looking over the shoulder.
I mean, the director came in wanting to be the latest big whiz thing and ran head first into BBC multi-camera studio protocol.
Yeah.
It's a bit like what happened in Warriors Gate. There were problems during this series, to be fair. Oh, that's a game we're going to play during the whole of this. Are Tom and Lala arguing this week?
Oh. Are they married yet?
No. That happens after Tom leaves. Here we go. Whip, 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 whip. Elephantine trumpeting. Wheating groaning raw. Better CSO than Underworld. Here we go. Now watch. You can tell by the... It's slightly grainier.
Grainy. Yeah.
TARDIS whooshes. Should be warps. And this is the only serial we see the Doctor wearing the hat.
Oh.
And indeed, if you look later on, you'll find that I feel very sorry for Tom, because that overcoat is bloody heavy and warm. He's got a jacket on underneath it as well. Then the waistcoat, then the shirt. And, of course, the scarf to top it all. Oh, dear. It's a great idea, this. It's the old mafia thing of sabotaging somewhere until they sell. You know, it is a great idea.
It's just ironic that the only race that can live on the planet is the one that caused it to be like that.
Yeah, very much. Angela's the youngest, but do the maths. That's interesting. The Fomazi basically being told what the Argolans' modern attitude is. Right to their faces.
Yeah.
David Fisher's novelisation of this is quite funny. The Argolans apparently are very, very honourable.
The novelisation of the Lesiure Hive, was the first book I ordered from John Fitton.
Oh, good old John Fitton. He kept a lot of fans happy in a nice way.
He did.
Say things like that now.
He couldn't spell the word ephemera, though.
If you say so.
His catalogues had the word inferior.
More music. Radioactive ground acting. Look, it's being radioactive. That's superbly done. Well done, the ground. Might be taking this a bit far.
Nice fade.
The Lesiure Hive is there is so much music. It is very difficult to actually place a certain piece in a certain era. Thing. I forgot my word. Oh, this is interesting. You can actually see he's wearing a black jumper in this. High def TV. I don't know. Well, monitor. Tom looks great like that, and like I say, he looks young. Still looks young there.
Yeah.
What the fuck happened to him over this year? Well, we know he was having
John Nathan Turner happened to him.
There was a drink problem, and he got very ill, which could have something to do with the drink. It might not do. We won't know. No one's going to ask. Quite right to. But he doesn't look as good anywhere else as he does in the Lesiure Hive for Series 18, I mean. Ooh, eyes.
Feetsies.
Yep. J&T going, I prefer to have my villains in the shadows, you know, a glimpse of a claw and whatever. Oh, this is a lovely idea, cutting it through like that, but the picture's frozen, and it's not following the actual 3D-ness of the panel it's cutting.
Yeah.
And they missed the bit at the top left.
Well, they got funny eyes. They can't see properly.
That's fair. But to them, we've probably got funny eyes.
Well,
Now, what
exactly.
the fuck's this? What is this? We don't know. We find out.
I think
Yes.
they should bring back the Famazi.
Gary Russell did. In a book, Placebo, the Placebo Effect, BBC 8th Doctor book. Oh! He actually does look worried.
Well, it's because he knows it's going to be a... Well, maybe he doesn't. I don't know. Yeah, but... He doesn't want to be accused of murder. Ooh, hello.
This is a lovely effect. I think that is beautiful. Very simple, but they took more time over it than they have in the past. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Nice idea. Optical. Shh. Sorry, it's the law.
Here we go again.
Yeah. Like I say, the BBC saving us money. Plus, there were an awful lot of repeats back then. Which reminds me, at some stage, I'm going to have to go looking for BBC 4. It's gone missing. I rely on BBC 4 for my little island of sanity. It is a bit of a slow shot, to be fair.
Music's good, though.
Yep, and we'll have another Quantel fade in a second. Straight on to Mina, if I remember rightly.
Yep.
There we go. Actually, it might not have been Quantel, that might have just been a stray white thingy. God, Adrienne Curry, she's taken no prisoners, is she?
She's a force of nature.
Yep. Like I say, keep an eye on the costumes for the Leisure Hive or the guides. We might see them again. One thing we need to point out is season 18 is the season of beards. There are some magnificent beards in season 18, and we will point them out as we go. What I like about this is the Doctor and Romana. Right now, this is the Doctor and Romana on holiday.
Mm-hmm.
And the trouble is, because they're scientists, this has completely grabbed them, and they're thinking, oh, isn't that cute? Warp Matrix engineering superseded it on Gallifrey.
Doesn't Visitor Loman have a bit of an accident now?
Now, it's not very nice. It's a bit pleasant. Turn your head away if you're a bit squeamish. That's what you think. That's a nice shot. That must have taken some arguing to get that shot done.
Wrench.
It's terribly hard. Sorry. Tom's having fun. He was in a foul mood during the studio sessions for this. Some of the outtakes, which we see on the DVD. Actually, Leisure DVD is very, very good. 5.1 mix and lots of lovely documentaries. You take me to his mother. Nobody ran out that door then. Now then, perceptive readers of this show may notice that there's the odd little problem with this hologram of the woman de-aging. See if you can spot it. She looks like she's just stepped out of I, Claudius, if I'm honest with you. Or Atlantis. Everybody's thinking, oh, that's a bit rubbish, isn't it? The joy of this is, it's meant to have a problem in it.
Hmm.
the Doctor and Romana notice it. I'm just not entirely certain how. Unless it's still running when they walk in. Hello. Tom's still in season 17 mood. Ah, yep.
You need some psychic paper.
I was about to say, this is what it was invented for. You're allowed to see that. You're showing it to everybody, Jesus. Oh, ah. And oddly sucked all his blood. Mina is on the ball. She is sharp. And by now, I mean, I was watching this in black and white back in the day. I was looking at that scarf thinking, that looks lovely. And now I have one. Thank you, Sheila Lofthouse. Oh, this is a great one. I love this. That's pure Tom, that is. I could see Pat just about getting away with it. Perty would have gone, I say, Jethro, did you know that? Hi! There you go. They're pointing out. It was, well, in the story it's not deliberately, but it was made deliberately to be poor. Anybody following the physics of that squash match? High up view. Don't often get a high up view. Lawrence Bigford. Was it Lawrence Bigford? Bigford, whatever his name was. I'm going to want to see the whole of the end titles now, so I can remind myself. Leisure Hive says some very short episodes. To be fair. Oh look, he's got question marks, and they are quite subtle. I know nobody liked them, but I thought for Series 18 they're subtle, and then bang, they're everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Weird thing to have as a decoration, if I'm honest with you. Please note, not wood, concrete. It's a hill I will die on.
It's not attached to him anymore. He's done something very silly.
Very, very silly. See what I mean? He's wearing the jacket. And it is a smoky thing, as said in the novelisation. It's extreme close-up time, everyone.
The claw!
No! Not the claw. That is one of the most shocking cliffhangers going, to be fair. It really is. Adrian Corey. Lawrence Payne, I got that right. Oh man, I'm doing well tonight. David Haig with his NIMBY, bimby, namby, pamby nonsense. Clout. Clout. Who gets to say nothing, really. Same as Stimson. Was it Simpson? I can't remember. The director's assistant. That's quite posh. Is that the same job as assistant director, I wonder? They kept doing that. They kept changing the names. Ah, no. No. Thank you. I need to see the Tom Lardy Jones. There we go. Executive producer Barry Letts. Unusual. Plus, it's Barry.
He was looking after JNT for this season.
Yeah, love it, Bigford. But apparently, it just became more and more hands off. So that's episode 1. What do you reckon?
It's a strong opening.
It is, and remember, we're talking not just an opening for a season, but opening for a whole era.
Lots of little political nuances that you don't normally get in a Doctor Who story.
Do you think it's a huge shock compared to Series 17? Because the last we'd seen, it was Horns of Nymon, which we're going to do for Christmas.
The tone is completely off the chart.
I think it's more than that. It seems like everybody started trying again.
Hmm.
You know, I mean, fair dues, the Williams era had a nightmare with inflation. So maybe,
what was the budget situation for this season?
I couldn't tell you, love. Sorry. I couldn't tell you.
This is very odd. This next episode is only 20 minutes and 45 seconds long.
I did tell you, though, sure. Hang on, I've got to bring it up. BBC BritBox, being presented by BBC. That's nice. Thank you very much. Thank you. Right. What did you say it was?
20 minutes and 45 seconds.
That's uncanny. That's exactly what I've got.
Strange, that.
Wow. So we've gone on to episode 2 on UK BritBox. As Sin just said, 20:45 left on it. It's a very, very short episode. It's ironic, really. The JNT era started with very short episodes, and by the end of it, they were having to cut so much because everything overran. It's, Shall we?
Okay.
Okay, if everyone's was ready. 3, 2, 1, go. Pizzazz! What do we make of the title sequence?
Starry.
Starry, starry night.
Must have really, really pissed them off to have to totally redo it next year.
It wasn't totally redone. Just a few layers of it were changed to incorporate a really bad photograph of Davison's, just the head. Whereas with this, you've got Tom's shoulders as well. And the way it sort of zooms out and whatever, it's almost like the scarf threads. And it works. That's why I like it so much. Concrete. I'm just saying.
Mm-hmm.
These are incredibly strange decorations. I'm sorry. Surprise! Can you imagine what it would have been like if season 18 turned up now? All the cosplayers desperately trying to get as much information about the costume as possible.
Hmm.
Right, what is the exact moment Tom becomes grumpy bollocks? That doesn't quite work. Tom's head's a bit too big. Sorry. I just done a murder. But the doctor's in there. Interesting. Counterpoint to episode 3 of Legopolis. I'll shut up now.
Starting to look grey. Oh my god, not again.
It's almost up there with the Ballad of the Last Chance Saloon, except the music's
this
better.
week on Shuttle Watch.
I read that as bathroom for a moment.
However, I like the ceilings.
Don't often get ceilings in Doctor Who.
Nope.
Cost a lot and then a bugger to light. And that was the last we saw of season 17, Tom. There is now. What's he done to the sonic screwdriver?
Bent it. Because
Just
it don't look like that anymore.
That was a bit of a half-assed escape attempt. It's Hardin, everyone. He's a nice man, but he's a fraud.
He is
Spoiler.
complete fraud.
Spoilers.
Although, Romana says it should work.
Mm. But he's selling the hope of a whole race of people down the river.
Yeah, because there ain't many of them left.
Wouldn't worry about it. Wouldn't it make sense to get in somebody else to help? And there we find out he's lied to her.
It's Theranos all over again.
It's who?
Theranos.
Who she means she's at home?
I'll explain later.
Thank you. Get it right. And the age is starting to kick in. That is weird.
Yeah, I recall a story where Tom was ill and had to have his hair curled
State
because it went
decay, I
straight.
believe. Or
Sorry?
it's either State of Decay or Key for a Truck, and I can't remember.
Right, it is this series. Okay.
It's amazing. Between 2 episodes, it just changes. Maybe I'm reading too much into it, but I've got chili con carne for tea.
Haven't had mine yet.
Who knew? Yeah, they're on to you, pal.
Eyes.
That's a beautiful model shot, to be honest with you.
Mm.
I know it's stationary, and it cuts to this, and it's just, well, as it says, it's beautiful. And here we find out the tragedy of our golems.
About 20-minute war, wasn't it?
Yep, spot on.
There you go.
Andrew, spot on. Rather being practical. And not being wrong, but that's not what they're talking about. Very Romana, that. I'm a foreigner.
We're all foreigners somewhere.
Yep.
I want to know what love is. That was Foreigner.
I'm going to cry. Again, I like this effect as well. I've no idea why I like it so. This is good.
Fiber optics.
Yeah, but they're moving.
Mm.
It's just a lovely little extra touch. $2,000 years, they don't do that nowadays. The old Eternity Corporation, what happened? They went bust. It's a joke from Carnival Monsters there, boys and girls. It's almost thrown away, that line.
Yes.
And then they come back to it.
Yes.
Oh
no. Her fruit's going to start falling off.
How will she tell the weather now? It doesn't last as much longer. It's a bit of a job, this chairman of the Leisure Hive, isn't it?
Yeah, goes through a lot of uglings very quickly.
Quite so. It's a bizarre side effect of the war, quite frankly.
If I was the Famazi, I'd call it a win.
Yeah. But then again, what state was Famazi in? Or Fomas, or whatever the hell you're going to call it. We never find out. Eternal life is just... It's wrong.
Peep out all the fingerprints over that chrome.
It's been a busy little bunny. I still can't remember if it's Stimson or Simpson.
No one's cottoned on that his assistant doesn't speak.
They've only got the one voice synthesizer between them, which I think's a little bit...
Yeah. Cheap.
Well, they're not official Fomazi government.
What I like here is they're not afraid to cast shadows over faces.
No. There you go.
know?
There's a perfect example, yeah.
Exactly. It's a lot of lighting directors would fucking lose their shit over that. But it's intimate.
Well, that's been the age-old battle of the BBC: the lighting director versus the director. But, it's... Where's my scarf? A Schrodinger oscillator.
Oh, I like the name of that.
I thought you might. It's also made for Tom to say.
Just tell him he got buggered up in this shuttle, and then we can get another shot of another shuttle arriving.
I think we see one of them being destroyed. Oops, spoilers. CD cases! Before CDs were invented? What madness is this?
That's impossible. CDs didn't come till 1982.
Doctor Who, being ahead of the game as always. Actually, I want to know what the fuck that thing actually is supposed to be.
Are they not just large cassette cases?
What?
Are they not just large cassette cases?
What? A double cassette pack, you mean?
Maybe.
Well, look at the thickness of it. I think you could be right. Oh, she's just lovely. Yep, that's not going to go. It's Stimson. I knew I'd got there somewhere. Glasses haven't improved.
Mm-hmm. Knock, knock.
I don't think you're going to enjoy this.
No.
I think you're in for a shock.
Oh.
Ooh.
Woolly gloves.
The naughty person's come back. However, he's also a naughty person. Who's naughtiest, do we think? Who should I not give a lolly to? Gwyn.
Very green.
Very Gwyn. Very Gwyn indeed. Yeah, well. Excuse me a second, I just need to do a thing. It's actually quite high. I've just turned my gain up because I appreciate there's been problems of late with my microphone.
Uh-oh.
Oopsies! It's the Autons! Or is it the Slovene? That's a great look of horror on his face. And I love the fact they put the actor's eyes out. Just for that. Oops. Do you think they're going to get crunched? Oh. Rightio.
I always like shots that show the studio floor.
It's nice to know what's been happening.
All dented with multiple layers of paint all over it.
Yes. This is nice. Nicely lit again. God, you imagine the arguments.
And a high shot again.
With hitting. Now, I'd be screwed by now because I wouldn't be able to see a bloody thing. He's just relaxed. That's it. He's dead.
Mm-hmm.
Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. It's gonna happen. It's gonna. Ah! It happened.
Deader than A-line slacks with pockets in the knees.
Ah, look at that. They're doing tiny experiments. So what they got? An hourglass.
A gigantic hourglass.
Oh well, yes, quite.
You should have got Professor Kerensky in. City of Death?
Oh, Professor Kerensky. I thought you said Chris Kerensky. I'm thinking, what? That's essentially what Harding's done. To be fair.
Yeah.
He's checking the logs of the computer. I wonder how much of this has worked out. Was this actually written in the script?
Following the scarf around.
Well, they probably had to make up some time somewhere down the line. That scarf's a murderer.
I love that line. This is your scarf, isn't it?
Arrest the scarf. Please notice the socks and the shoes, which he really wanted to get rid of. And he did. Turned them into the boot. Got the old boots back. You're going to swear in front of a guy that practically wiped you all out. Okay. Interesting. Being made to swear in front of an old monument. I wonder if that will happen again. Like the technology. A piece of music inspired by that. Called it Our Golden Sunrise. We found on the Staggering Stories website. StaggeringStories.net. It's very pretty. No, there's an inkling cat.
These are nice shots as well, looking through the equipment.
Though Bigfoot is really trying. He got on everyone's nerves, and I think he overspent or he overran one or the other, and as a result, he was never invited back. I think he thought he was an auteur. I'm going to come to Doctor Who and bring brilliance to it. Yep. Good luck with that.
Pity we can't really see what's going on.
It's very pink.
Hmm.
But the sound is slowly rising at the top.
Hmm.
Oh, Romana, wait till the end of the
room because it might, just
wait till the end of the experiment.
Indeed. Don't leave it running.
Now that's a fascinating effect. I don't mean how they've done it, just what's happened. Now, of course, Brock's a lawyer, isn't he? Where is my hat? And oh dear, Pangol's starting to lose it.
Yeah, but Pangol's a nut job.
Mm-hmm. Good try. Good try. No, it doesn't. Trying to work out how entropy's included in this. I suppose it's their aging. Because entropy's all over this bloody series. At least he's got his scarf back, which is nice. And apparently he hated what happened next. And so the sort of thing with Megalos, which I will get to when we get around to watching it in 3 weeks' time. Something like that. Hello, my cats are talking to each other. They do that a lot. Behind you. I like the ceiling rods that come down, the metal rods.
Mm.
It's a very 1980s set, though, isn't it?
Yeah, but I like it.
Oh no, I'm not. I'm not decrying it.
I think the Doctor's a bit buggered, love.
Oh noes. Let's have a close-up. Well, let's have a close-up. No one was expecting that. Let's be fair. Well, that's the first 2 parts of Doctor Who in the Leisure Hive watched. Huzzah and hurrah. What do we make of it, Andrew?
I like it a lot.
Oh, hello, Retta. We have a person in chat, which is unusual for us doing this. Yes, so do I. Couldn't hear it, but mind you, say, it nearly went very wrong tonight. I wasn't sure if my BritWatch subscription was up to date, so I thought what I was going to have to do is come up with a different Discord thing, or borrow somebody's Discord name and login details. Log in on the PC using those login details with the Streamlabs running from here. Go on to my iPad, log in on Discord there as myself, so I'd appear in the chat anyway, and then watch it on DVD. It's a bit of a faffy way round, but luckily we didn't need to go do that. So, come on then. First 2 episodes of a brand new series of Doctor Who, 1980.
It is very 80s, but I don't mind.
I mean, it is almost a paradigm shift,
and
in the way it's presented.
I don't necessarily like the fact that in every John Nathan Turner series, the characters basically wear a uniform.
I agree with you on that.
I preferred it when the costumes evolved over time.
Yeah. Well, apparently June Hudson saw the state Tom's costume from Series 17 was in, and it just hadn't been looked after. I mean, the Sharda scarf is the perfect example of that. I think it's 2 scarves sewn together. And so, J&T wanted to change Tom's costume, and June just turned around and said, that's his silhouette, you don't want to get rid of that. And instead she created just something goddamn beautiful. Oh dear.
Autumnal.
Yeah, my favourite time of the year as well, so...
Yeah.
I just realised I've committed myself to wearing the Season 18 costume for every single Episode 2 Fan Dinosaurs we do of this. Yeah. Thank heavens the nights are drawing in, that's all I'm saying. It's autumn. I love autumn. Right, Sunday, on the Flashing Blade, 9 p.m. UK time, 4 p.m. Eastern. We will be looking at Twice Upon a Time. We will be looking at Doctor Who 42. We'll be looking at an episode of Space Above and Beyond, apparently. An episode of The Magician, apparently. And also an episode of Callan. That, for the life of me, I've watched and I can't remember what the... Oh, yes, I can. I remember now. I watched it too far ahead. There's obviously news to talk about. Real-life events. As well as things like, what do we think of The Abominable Snowman Blu-ray? and stuff like that. So join us for that. Tomorrow night, if you go to Thaco Gaming on Twitch, you'll have the very first episode of Mysterious Mysteries, where I lead a team of people around a haunted house with characters. Think most haunted, but set in America. So I've got to get out to fly to America just after this. And it'll be on Twitch as well. Like I say, Thaco Gaming. We're going to do a live ghost hunt. All right. So that is 8 p.m., 3 p.m. tomorrow night. So this should be fun. We'll have a psychic medium with us, and a very irritating git who thinks he's also hosting the show. We'll make sure that doesn't happen. So yes, join us tomorrow night. Are we going to go now, Andrew? We are. All right then. Good night, folks. See you tomorrow evening.